Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just 1 second. All righty then. Let me just print this here. Can't believe October is already here. All right, let's get this thing up here and we'll be starting right now. Sorry, folks, I'm just a second. My daughter usually wakes me up in the morning and she woke me up 5 minutes later today. My wife is usually running when I wake up, running away from me, that is. Let me just share my screen. All right, here we go. The government is closed, but we are not. Let me just share this with you guys. All right. All right. You guys should be able to see my screen now. See my big mug there. Let's say hello to everybody. Good morning, Stephen, Stacy, John, Arnulfo, Genevieve, Kevin, Brian, Gregory, Cheese Gray Trader, Waterford, Yuri, Sherman. Good morning, everybody. How you doing, Sherman? It's been a while. Greg, Krish, Lewis, Keith, Santiago, Sebastian, Joanne, John. Yeah, happy hump day shutdown. Sorry about that, John. That was kind of funny. Brian, good morning. Ivano, Mark, Mike, Peanut, Robert, Dave, Spider Monkey, Krish. Happy hump day to you as well, guys. Hopium, Richard, Frank, Warren, Matt, Jill. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Um, how are you doing, Jill? How was the experience? Are you able to see clearly from the eye that was done right away, or was it a little foggy? Just let us know. I'm really curious, and I'm glad it went well. Pat, David, Ray, Stan, Mark, Robert, Sean. Good morning. World ending soon. Walt, Stephen, Lloyd, Junior. Junior's in the house. Stephen, Timothy, Eduardo. Sorry, Eduardo. John, Rihanna. Good morning, John. Thank you for that. That was a great. That desk you sent me yesterday. The guitar desk was amazing. Man, that's cool. John sends me a lot of stuff from Facebook, like cool little pics from Facebook, cat comedies, fun stuff like that. It's very relaxing, actually. Whitco, Sergey, Devin, Dave, Bugs, Rick. Good morning, Rick. Good morning. It is a beautiful day. Michael, Elevation, Wade, Andrew. Good morning, Andrew. Nice. Good, good, good. Hey, guys, if you made money on AbbVie, let me know. Post it up here. I gave you guys an AbbVie trade day before yesterday. We made a pretty good money, and it actually kept running after we got out as well. Good morning, Richard. Good morning. So good to see you. Brian, Anukumar, Javad. I didn't know this till yesterday, but Richard knows how to make a really good pork on a barbecue. Whew, that looked like a beauty, Richard. Brian, you know what? I'll post it later. Actually, if you don't mind, I'll post it later in the main channel. People will love that picture. Great picture. Javad, David, Richard, Thomas, James, Chad. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Good to see you here. Charlie Clyde is here. Eagle Beagle. William. Good morning, Eagle. Good morning, William. Good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. Helen, Joel, Wayne, Tisho, Raj, Seth, Mark, Ernest, Shamens, Randy, Al, Gregory. Is it Firefox or is it? Sorry, Fled. I'm just going to call you Mr. Berger. Harold, JB, Jody, Tom. Good morning, Cam. Good morning. Dallas, Brian, Edward, Jeremiah. Good morning, Jeremiah. Michelle. Good morning, Michelle. We got a lot of people here is what we got. Let me go back. I got to go back. We got Jay Blazer, we got Mark, we got RP from Spain, we got Ralph, we got Duzzy, we got Barry, we got Henry. She did, Henry. She did. She's a sweetheart. Rachel's a sweetheart. Anne, Sassy Trainer, Ray, Michael, Just Jen, AC, Terry, Illinois Grain Farmer, Kevin. No, you're not going to notice much of a difference. Stephen, Kurt, Ringo, Deanna, Bill, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Hopefully, they send you that replay yesterday. I asked them to send it to you yesterday. Sylvia, Dave, Ivan, Ira, Mark, Stacy, David, Romel. Good morning, Romel. Cam. Good morning, Cam. Delroy, Art, Henry, Becky, Phil, Mike, Terrence. Nice. Our P made 26% on AbbVie. Very nice. John, Henry, um, Frank made money on AbbVie. Good, good. I've wanted to give you a nice little bonus. I hardly ever give you guys free trades, so I figured it'd be a nice one. Made money on the SPY following my advice yesterday. Good, good. Hey, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Bob does God's work here. Thank you, Bob. Great work. I appreciate it. I really do, Bob. Thank you. Chris, Naples fan. Kathleen, Bobby, Next Gen, Ringo, RBX10, Ira, Bob, Mag, Maga, is it MG Onco? Sorry, man, if I mispronounce your name. I am not trying to do it on purpose. First of all, they're this small and they're a little far away from me, so it's hard for me to see. MG Ondianko. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Next Gen got a little bit of um, Vertuvian, Robert, Linda, Carlos, John, William, Bob. Jill says, I'm still wearing the eye shield. They put, right. I have an appointment this morning. When it comes off, the shield itself is not very clean, but it has air holes in it. Oh, okay. All right. So you could still see a little bit. Good, 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 good. Good. Keep us posted, Jill. Keep us posted. Keep us posted. And if you, by the way, if you have a little headache or if you feel a little dizzy, my mom had that. That's because the eyes are not on. Your body has to kind of get used to it. Just FYI. Both of my parents had it over the last couple of years, so I'm familiar with it. Kind of. All right. That'd be 5 minutes. My goodness. All right. All right. So let's start. Let's talk about first things first. Let's talk about the small caps. I didn't have a lot of small caps this morning. I actually only had the following. Let me show you what they are. I had GLXG, this one right here. It's got to break the 200. It's got to break this level right here, which is at 715. Let me go ahead and post that for you. GLXG greater than 715. And then this one right here, RVYL. I really like this one, by the way. It's not the highest volume. It had a little volume here, but this is a nice run it's having. This one is above 70 cents. Let me give you that. RVYL. Good morning, Roddy. Good to see you here. Don, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Up 70. Remember, after the market opens during the regular session, you want it to trade above the pre-market high during regular hours. There's a lot of tricks, but this is one of the best ones that I know to keep you guys out of trouble and to get you to make the most out of these small caps. I've got a lot of other tricks up my sleeve, but I'm not ready to disclose them just yet. Okay. All right. Those are the small cap stocks. Let's talk a little bit about the bond market. What's the bond market doing today? This is not good. This is not good. Remember what I told you guys yesterday. What I was hoping for was us having an A-line breakout, which this was yesterday, but we needed to see follow through. We didn't see any follow through, and now the bond market's all the way down here. Now, the silver lining is the bond market is still back at its base. It hasn't broken down from its base, but this will negatively impact the stock market. What I'd like to see for the next 2 days, folks, is I'd like to see the bond market bottom out here and not go below 88.50. Write that down. We don't want the bond market to go below 88. Actually, it's 88.60. It's not 88.50, but we can, 88.50, 88.60. Basically, we don't want the bond market to come into this level. If the bond market starts coming into this level right here, it means the odds of the Fed lowering rates is going to drastically be reduced. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Not really at this point. Although I am having second thoughts about, although I am having second thoughts about, hold on a second. No CJET. There's no volume on CJET. There's no volume here. No, no. Okay. I only give you the ones that have the best opportunity. If they're not highest probability, I don't do it. Happy Wednesday to you too, Richard Feinberg from Puente Gorda. Happy BNF made some money, Naples fan. Good, good, good. So my fear is right here that we're just going to consolidate. And the reason this is bad is because remember, the stock market in a deflationary period follows the bond market. So you could see right here, see how we're kind of sort of on the I'm jumping a little bit, but do you see how we're right at that support level? We don't want to break that support level because if we break that support level, we're going to come down right here to this level right here, which is kind of what I was saying before, but we were holding on and the bond market was going higher. So I had no reason to think that we're going to do that. But if we break this level right here where we currently are in the mags, this is the next support, 63.58, and then we have 62. This is a major support right here. Right, this area right here is a major here. Let me just draw it for you. You've got some firepower over here, but so if this ladder drops, you don't really have much here. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see us go below this line. If we go below this line, the 63.50 area, 43 area, we fill this gap, and then we're coming down to the 50-day line, which is right here. So I really do not want to see this being broken, okay? And we'll get into all of that in a moment. By the way, if you're just coming in here right now, two things I'd like you to do. One is for you, one is for me. Hey, SB, good to see you. Wesley, good to see you. Ringo, Bob, Manuel, good to see you all. Good to see everybody. Good to see you. Please go to the gearbox on the bottom right of your screen. See how I'm on auto 1080? You don't want that because if it's auto, it has the permission to download your speed, especially if you're wireless. Your internet will do that to you. They're sneaky rascals. Go right here and go to 1080. Go to 1080. Click 1080p. Click this. Don't go auto. Go 1080p. It does it to me all the time. Force 1080p, okay? And while you're there, please give us a thumbs up. Hey, Matt, what are you doing over here? Matt, you decided to join us this morning? Restless? Are you in the office or are you still driving? Let's all say hello to Matt. All right, click the thumbs up button. I'm sure Matt will give us a thumbs up as well. And yeah, I never see Matt here. He decided to join us today. That's good. I'll be in the office regular time, Matt. And thank you for being here. All right, so I'm nervous about this line right here, and I'll go over this more as we get into. But I'm trying to explain the relationship between the bond market and the stock market. See how it's moving up right now, the bond market. We want that. We want the bond market to start coming back up here. We want bonds up, not down. We want it to keep it away from this area right here. There it is. See all these folks saying hello to you. You should come in here more often, Matt. All right. All right. Already? Ooh, bond market's going up. Bond market's going up. That must be the ADP. Thank you for that. Let's see how the ADP numbers are. Let's see what the does anybody have the actual numbers? I don't have the actual number. Does anybody have the actual number? You guys will let me know what the number is. But whatever the number is, the market's interpreting it very positively. Very positively. This is good. This is really good for us right now. Good for financials too. Yeah. This is good for us. The bond market's good for us. So far so good. So far so good. I don't have the number. I don't have the expected number, but I'm sure somebody will post it. Negative 32? Really? Oh my. Oh. Ouch. 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 Yeah, interest rates are definitely going down. Interest rates are going down, folks. Ouch. Yeah, interest rates are going down. There's nobody can say with a straight face this is a great number. This will reflect on Friday's report, but this is oh caramba. All right, US dollar. US dollar is kind of doing its thing, not really doing much, especially today with the government shutdown. Crude oil, as you know, it's been following the US dollar quite a bit. Let's see if we're breaking down yet or still not. I want to bring your attention to a level here. Yeah, this is good for the market. This is good for the market. The US dollar looks like crude oil, excuse me, looks like it wants to bottom out here. Pay attention. If the US dollar drops below this area, you may see a little drop on the crude oil, but as of right now, I'm not seeing that. No, this is interest rates going lower season. This is interest rates going lower season, without a doubt. Market's not really impacting too much by it yet, but this is this is a good sign. This is a good sign. I like what I'm seeing so far. Gold. Let's talk a little bit about gold. Gold is breaking out. Gold is breaking out. And let's see. Probably going to be able to take profit on Newmont mining today, Matt. If you're still here, you'll probably get a close on Newmont mining. Bob, Cam says, will there be an NFP report on Friday? There won't be an NFP report on Friday if the government is still closed. Okay, it won't be available. That's exactly right, Jim. Yes. There will not, folks. This is not a speculation. If the government is shut down Friday, there will not be a report. They said it. That's not me speculating. That's a fact. Okay. So nice on gold. Gold going up with government shutting down is not odd at all. Is not odd at all. Yes, it will affect gold. People buy gold. People like to buy gold when government shuts down. Are you kidding me? That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. And I told you that I like gold. That's why we had Newmont mining. We have Newmont mining in one of our positions, in one of our Okay, here is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is starting to tear up again. Keep something in mind. A lot of folks, especially younger folks, listen to me, okay? A lot of folks, especially younger folks, Matt's age, under 30 crowd, they're not big on gold, even though they should be. They're more into Bitcoin. They treat Bitcoin like gold. So anytime you have a traditional market being in trouble, it's not uncommon for crypto and gold to go up, as we are seeing right now. So this is pretty good. Keep your eye. This is the futures contract. This is October. This is the most accurate way to measure price of Bitcoin. The next level is going to be that we need to pay attention to is around the mid 119,000. As soon as we break 119,000, 120,000, we'll go back up above this level. But we got to break this level first. See how we're in this channel? We got to break this level first. Yeah, exactly, Ralph. Flight to gold and Bitcoin, safety assets. Dave, I don't mean to insult anybody. I'm not saying, I'm just saying Bitcoin, cryptos are more of a younger man game. But if you're into it and you're older, God bless you. I don't know too many 70-year-olds that are into Bitcoin, but I know a lot of them who are into gold. And I know a lot of 30-year-olds who are not into gold, but into crypto. Again, I'm generalizing. I apologize. We do have a sophisticated crowd here. So, you know what I mean. You don't need to mess with me. You know exactly what I mean. Matthew says people my age, but not me. Yeah, I know you're old school, Matt. All right, so this right here is I like what I'm seeing here, and I like how we're above the 50-day moving average. Okay, China. Let's look and see what's happening with China. China is just kind of hovering here, not really doing much. We are above the VWAP, and we're above the 8-day and the 15-day, but we're just kind of hovering along. It's not looking all that bad. Yeah, this is a horrible report. Horrible report, meaning good for interest rates going down. Let's see what bonds are still doing right now. Bonds are still going straight up. This is great. Good for the bond market. Good for the bond market. Let's see what SPY is doing. SPY's coming up a little bit, just a hair. And we'll get into those levels in a minute. Yes, he's definitely an old soul. All right. Catalysts. What are the catalysts for today? What are the catalysts? Come on, guys. Give me the catalysts for today. Let's see how Matt, you'll see how well I've got these people here trained. They've become very good at this by now. Yeah, again, I'm generalizing with Bitcoin. I don't mean to offend anybody. It's not about that. It's just gold is more of an old man's game, and crypto is a young man's game. That's all. All right. Ivano, Fed, Mags, SMH. Yeah, we definitely have chip stocks, Nike, mining. No. Chips, Nike, consumer spending. That's Nike, manufacturing, construction, and ADP. I got shut down, Fed data, chips, and Nike. That's what I've got. Look at this, Matt. Look at how good they are. You're missing Conagra, Richard. You're missing Conagra brands. John actually got it exactly what I have. Yeah, you're missing one thing. No, not healthcare. No, chips, Nike, Conagra, Fed. Where's the healthcare? I don't see anything on healthcare. Is there anything here on healthcare that I missed? I don't see anything with healthcare. Maybe I missed something. Let's see. Did I miss something with healthcare? No. I don't see it. What is it the healthcare that I missed? You don't chicken out. You had it right, Richard. You had it right. Yes, Nike, definitely Nike. Let's see. Carlos says U.S. government shutdown, ADP, ISM, construct. You could just say government sector, lithium up, chips down, earnings, Nike. All right, I could live with that. Shutdown affects healthcare. I don't think so. That was an announcement that everybody already knew. Lots of news active on Pfizer and pharma. Yeah, that's stuff that we've known for a few days already. That's nothing new. I don't think that's anything new. Healthcare was up yesterday as a result of that. Look, guys, look. Let me show you something. Do you see this? There's your cat. This is what everybody's talking about. Do you guys remember how I say new things that are not priced into the market? Do you think whatever you're talking about is not being priced in right here? You're not following. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. This is from yesterday. This is follow through news from yesterday. It's already priced in. It's already in the market. It's not a new catalyst. The market had a chance to trade on it already. Yes, it was already traded. You're breaking the rule that I tell you. A catalyst is something if the market had a chance to trade on it, it's not a catalyst anymore. That's just follow through, okay? You guys are making a big mistake. Don't do that. All right, let's go through that. That was yesterday. That's old news. Don't care about why it's shutting down. Doesn't make any difference to me. Sentiment took a hit after everything you're telling me today about Pfizer, we knew yesterday. You see the problem? You're not telling me anything we don't know about Pfizer that we didn't know yesterday. Okay. Sentiment took a hit after U.S. government shutdown for the first time in 7 years. Isn't this the second time under President Trump that it shuts down? I think so. U.S. government shutdown after midnight funding deadline as the White House and lawmakers failed to reach a spending deal. The shutdown is expected to pause federal services and place hundreds of thousands of employees on furlough. The Congressional Budget Office estimated that 750,000 employees will be furloughed, costing $400 million per day in lost compensation, which could curb spending and negatively impact the economy. ADP payroll came out. ISM and PMI are on later release today. My dogs are going crazy today. Let's see if the bond market's still going up. Nope, bond market coming down. All right. Pfizer climbed yesterday and was the top percentage gainer after CEO said the company secured a 3-year exemption from President Trump's proposed tariffs on pharmaceutical in a deal that would reduce some of its drug makers by 85%. This is old news, guys. This is old news. It's old news. CoreWeave surged 11%. We've been trading the stock a little bit here and there. Albemarle slumped more than 6%, was the top percentage loser on the SPY. News that China approved the cattle mine, which has been halted since August. Jolt's report today. Oy, oy, oy. Consumer confidence. What time does the next report come out? Wait, we don't have anything till 10 a.m. So be liquidation mode only. Oh, three times. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, 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 oy. All right, let's continue. All right. Chicago PMI fell yesterday. Consumer confidence fell to a 5-month low. Not good. Yesterday's news was not good. This is interesting. I always like to hear what they have to say. Jefferson on Tuesday cautioned central bank is confronting a weakening labor market. Yeah, no joke. Look at this ADP report. Whew, at the same time as inflation pressure rises, it's complicating the monetary policy. Unemployment rate could edge a bit higher this year before moving back. The disinflation process resumes after this year, and inflation to return to 2% coming years. In the coming years. In the coming years. Ouch. They're doing an awful job. Collins said additional rate cuts could be inappropriate this year given a weak labor market, but emphasized officials must remain vigilant against the risk of inflation. It may be appropriate to ease the policy rate a bit further this year, but the data will have to show us. They're having second thoughts, folks. Lori Logan said officials could exercise caution in considering further rate cuts while inflation remains above target. You got a double problem now. Remember what I told you after he spoke for 90 minutes last time, basically saying we have a double whammy. We have high unemployment and we have high inflation, and we've never had it before. We don't know what to do about it. That's all he had to say. But 90 minutes he spent talking about that. 90 minutes. 90 minutes. ADP report, already had it. Economists, we already know what the ADP is. ISM, construction spending, crude oil inventories, all this comes out later today. Please, liquidation mode only till till after 10 a.m. as usual, okay? Europe is up 11.11, just 11 ticks. This morning, investors digested fresh inflation data, strength in pharmaceutical stocks, lending support to the overall market. See, it's already priced in. Pfizer, see if it's already here Tuesday that he had reached a deal with the drug maker. It's already priced in, folks. Don't tell me things that the market already knows, okay? Did Congress pass an agreement? Otherwise, it'll never make it to president's desk. Bigger Dutch pension fund sold all of its cat stocks. Thanks, Peter. Thank you. Yes. A lot of people have a lot to say. I like that. Japan closed lower, hit a 3-week low. Investors took profit. Government shutdown is not helping sentiment. Heavy industry and financial stocks led the decline on Wednesday. Financial stocks actually right now in the US are down only 23 cents. Financials are actually holding up pretty well. Look at XLF. Down 0.43, down 23 ticks. It's nothing. Not even worth talking about. I mean, look at this. And it's been going up since 4 p.m. yesterday. We gapped down and then been just going straight up. We'll talk about all of this in a minute. I didn't get a chance to mark these up, but we already know what the catalysts are. We know chips are a catalyst today. We know Nike's a catalyst, and we have Conagra Brands, which reported this morning, which is an S&P 500 stock, and that's a consumer staple. All right. Folks, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please do. Let's talk about stocks now. Let's talk about levels. Let's talk about all the good stuff we talk about. Yesterday, I warned you yesterday that we don't have directional bias. I spent a bunch of time yesterday. Explaining how fragmented this is and showing you folks how you have Bitcoin here, you have semiconductors here, you have consumer, it's all over the place. What I want to see is technology start all coming up here. So I want to see QQQ, technology, consumer discretionary, communication services, Russell 2000, retail, mid caps, everything interest rate sensitive. I want to see it up here. At least I want to see technology up here. And it looks like it's starting to make its way up there, but very slowly, very, very slowly. Where's QQQ here? Where's QQQ? See, QQQ yesterday was right here, right? Look where QQQ is today. It's starting to come up a little bit, but we're still very fragmented. Again, we don't know what today will, I don't know how the market will, if the market will brush off everything or not, but they started making some progress to the upside yesterday. Okay. They started making some progress to the upside yesterday. Hopefully that'll continue, but you still have healthcare here. You still have utilities here. Um, you still have real estate here. All of this, you don't have clear fragment. You still have fragmentation. Okay. In terms of momentum levels, 40, we're back to 49%. Remember, I told you this, we need this to stay above 50%. So far, this is at 57, but the Nasdaq 100 is getting weaker again. This is a problem right here. This is a problem, and I'm hoping it's not going to become too big of a problem. Okay? I'm hoping it won't become too big of a problem, but this is something we're going to have to pay attention to. I mean, really pay attention to. As far as the number of stocks making 1 month highs, pretty good number. Pretty good number, 220. So we still could move directionally. I don't want us to confuse today. I don't want us to think today could be a down day. Today could actually just be a highly volatile day, because I want you guys to see something. Here, let me just take this off here. Here. Okay. See, we've been since 4 o'clock, since 4 p.m. yesterday, we've been going straight up. And if we can get back into this territory right here, see, we're in this is where we closed yesterday. If we can get back into this territory, we'd be doing pretty good. We're already in yesterday's range. We're already above this. This is just the rally we had before the close, the one that Matt said he couldn't believe the market is so strong. But if you take that away, the rally we had last night, right before the close, how did this happen? Oh, I see what it's doing. Oh, okay. It doesn't want to drop. All right. Basically, we're right here in this area, right here. We're back in this area. So, but for the rally that we had between 2:30 and 4 o'clock yesterday, we're kind of where we were. So I'm not really seeing anything that crazy, and we bounced off the low pretty well. And I'll go through my levels in just a bit. I'll give you all new levels here, so you got something to work with. But momentum is not that bad to the upside. No, I have no idea what caused the rally before the upside. Matt, if you're still here, do you know what caused the rally? Do you know what caused the rally at the end of the day? I have no idea, actually. No, no, I don't. I mean, it was a pretty broad-based rally. Okay. Let's see if Matt's still here. I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he's not, but I don't know what caused the rally yesterday. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for doing God's work. All right. With that said, so let's talk indexes. Let's talk indexes. Let's talk daily first. Okay. I got actually doing really good on time today. So this is the SPY. And remember what I showed you right here. I told you that I liked this. This was too much too fast. This was really pretty yesterday. And we went below the 8-day as I expected. Yesterday was exactly what I thought would happen. The problem is I want to see us stay in this area. I don't want us to drop below this 15-day EMA. If this is the low, and if it continues making highs today and it closes around here, we're okay. We'll be okay. We'll be all right. What I don't want to see is this opening and coming down to here and breaking this low. I don't want us to break this low, which is at 657.88. I don't want us to break this low right here on a daily chart. I don't. I want this to continue building. The fact that it went down one day, especially after this kind of a move, is not that big of a deal. As long as we continue building off of this. As long as we continue building off of this right here. Okay? Now, so for example, let's say this bottoms out right at the 15-day. See how it still makes a higher low than this and a higher low than that? I'm okay with it if this is the low. And if we just kind of come up right here, I could live with that. I could live with that. What I don't want to see is us coming down and touching the 15-day and coming below here. This is what I don't want to see today. So what I'll be watching for today is whether we built off of the top or whether we built off of the low. Okay? All right? Just trying to give you guys to understand what I'm looking. And I'll give you intraday levels. I'll draw them from scratch in a few minutes. But I just wanted you to see that I want that to be the low. And it looked like it bounced pretty good off of this 661 level at yesterday. And it's been above that ever since, and including all of this data. So the way I'm looking at it, this should come right back up here. And if that's the case, nothing happened. Nothing happened. We continue our trajectory. But that means the bond market has to come back here too. See how it's coming back? It's got to come back here. So far, this did not break this. You see that? That's this in the stock market right here. I'm trying to kind of give you, and then all we have to do is take this move, put it here, and we still can project higher. But if we break this low, then we have to go sideways. So what I'm hoping for is that this right here, this trajectory holds. You understand? Does everybody understand what I just said? Does anybody not understand what I just said? Because this is pretty important right now. I want to see if you guys understand what I'm saying. Basically, we bottomed out in the middle of the night. We've been going higher. And if that's the bottom, we're still okay here because these 2 days are preserved. They're not erased. This was erased by this as we expected it to be yesterday. Remember I told you a little lower low and then a higher high? I could work with that because it can build on this. This needs to continue building this trend that we're developing here. Okay, good. Now, this is daily data. I'm going to leave this here. That low pretty much is the 15-day EMA. Just keep your eye on the 15-day EMA on the S&P 500, on the SPY, on the daily basis. This is the number. You can find this on your own chart. This is just the 15-day EMA. We don't want to break, or if we want to touch the 15-day EMA, that's fine, but we don't want to break this level right here. We don't want to break this right here. We want to keep this trajectory. And I'm being very specific here. Painting an acceptable daily candle and helping us not to become biased but aware. That's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you, Jeff. That's very, very wise and very true. Let's see. I'm just checking the bond market every minute. The bond market, folks, the bond market, we need to get back here. See how it's below this area? We need to get back above here. This is driving this, as you guys could see. Okay, so we need to stay above this area. And I'm hoping that this will continue going higher and we'll hit today, by the end of today, we'll hit this level right here, which is at 666. We want to hit 666 today on the SPY. We want to hit 666 on the SPY. Pre-market, the low is right here, 660, 660, not 95, right here. 93 I have. No, this is the low right here. Yeah. 660.90, 660.90. Okay. All right. Let's go through the QQQ. Okay. Everything I just said about the SPY, exactly the same thing for the QQQ. Exactly the same. I mean, like exactly the same thing. See, they're not out of sync right now. See, we want to build, don't look too much at this. This is an outlier. I told you that. I was very clear when we were here in the morning 2 days ago. I said, sell, take profit, too much, too fast. We came down again. Now look at this. Oops. Why am I? Things are not working for me today. Okay. See this trajectory right here? We want to keep this trajectory. So we want this to come up, or at the worst case scenario, we want to hold right here. Basically, we don't want to touch the 15-day. Same thing. We want to see this get up to 600 and 600 on the QQQ. We want to get back into this world. We want to get back up here. All I want for Christmas is I want us to get back up here. Okay, nothing really crazy. By the way, folks, I've been rude today. Cam and I totally forgot to do CTAs. So VIP room today. Here's a link for I've been so hot and heavy about my analysis, I totally forgot. VIP room. What is the ADX and how I use it? Why do I use deviation, 8-day deviation from the 8-day EMA? Why do I use the 50-day high, the 90-day high, 52-week high, the 20-week high? Why do I need volume to be over 300,000? I'm going to explain to you why, how, and why I use all the tools and describe the tools that I use. So I'm going to kind of explain to you why I put these specific tools and explain to you the benefit of these tools. So Wednesday, I showed you data miner. Thursday, I showed you all the tools that I use in the data miner to figure out whether we want the stock and the option or not. Today, I'm going to show you why I use those levels. Why do I use the ADX? Why do I use the ATR? Why do I use liquidity? Why? So, yet Monday was what's going on? Tuesday was here's the tool that I use for every one of my shenanigans. Today will be why I use each of those tools for my shenanigans. Why do I need the ADX to be above 20 and below 40? Why do I use a 1.5 standard deviation of the 10-day ATR? Why do I use a 10-day ATR? Why do all my settings have 10 days instead of 14 days? So today we're going to geek out or nerd about the actual tools so you can understand why I use the settings that I use. Does that make sense to you guys for all of my tools? Why I use those tools? Why I use these settings? I want you to understand why I use the settings. Toolbox Wednesday, exactly. So here's the link for that. In other words, I explained to you I use ADX between 20 and 40, and I showed you that I use it, but now do you want to know why I use those levels? I'm going to show it to you today. Why I use 1.5 instead of 2.0 standard deviation. Okay? Ooh, we're breaking records today. I think they're putting it on the domain today. Actually, I think Matt, are you still here? Do you know? Are you done going through it? I think Matt's got another day of going through it, but I think they were asking us yesterday what domain we want to put it on. So I think we're there. All right, it's going to be a very interesting class. Now, if you guys have questions about my class or actually about any other gurus at the pub. I know you guys all cheat on me. I know you guys cheat on me with other gurus. I know how you guys roll. You're not the most faithful bunch. You guys roll with other gurus. That's okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But Cam and Gustavo, they show you what all the other gurus are doing and what I'm doing, and like they go deep. Okay, they go deep. So that's the detail there, and that's customer service. Sorry, Cam and Gustavo, I totally forgot to put the links for me and for you today, for both of us today. So don't forget customer service live, and we got a lot of people here today. We're having a great show. We're actually doing really good on time. So yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm just playing around. There's nothing wrong with using other gurus. Yes, a lot more bandwidth. Yes, a lot more. That's actually a great point, Jeff. Let me let them know that too. No, the other guys are good too. We have some really good gurus. We have some good gurus, and actually, I trained some of them. All right. So let's look at some other indexes. How about the Dow? Same thing on the Dow. See how the Dow's breaking the 15-day? We don't want it to go lower than this. Basically, we don't want anything really breaking the 15-day today across the board. Here, I'm going to draw this for you as well here. We want this to come back up here. See how the Dow is at 46,276 right now? We want the Dow to come right here to 463.73. And by the way, Matt was killing it yesterday in Trading Zone Live. He was killing it yesterday in Trading Zone Live. Killing it. Customer service is from 10 to 1. Kane is awesome, guys. We have some great gurus. Thank you, Santiago. Thank you. Very, very nice of you. 10 to 1. Yes, 10 to 1 o'clock. And yet you should watch Kane every day. Kane is he's a very smart cookie, guys. Very smart cookie. And he's going to be joining me live tomorrow, not today. Today I got too much stuff to talk about. Tomorrow he'll be joining me live. Okay, so you see the levels on the Dow. Let's look at QQQE. QQQE is holding up really well. Look, this is the 15-day. Look at how well this thing is holding up. This thing is holding up. It's actually holding up really well. And it's almost at the high of yesterday. That's really good. That's really good. That means we're not only dealing with mags. Let's look at mags. Okay, see that right here? I'm going to draw this for you right here. See that? We don't want to break this. And again, notice how close this is to the 15-day EMA. I can keep going and going and going, but the bottom line is we want the 15-day or slightly the area above the 15-day to be a major, major support level. Okay. I'm going to go to RSP right now. RSP is looking fantastic. RSP is already at the top. Thank you for that, Jeff. What Jeff just said. He's absolutely right. Look at that. We're not really off that much on the main indices. We're just off on the mega caps. Bond market, by the way, keeps coming up. We're above yesterday's close on the bond market, folks. We're above yesterday's close on the bond market. This is very significant in a very positive way. Look, gap down, all the way up, erase the gap from the government shutdown. It's telling us that it's not buying the government shutdown. This is very good. This is very, very good. Look, this is the news of the government shutdown. This is the bond market. At 7 a.m., it starts going up. We had some good news today. Well, not good news. News that's bad for the economy, good for bonds going lower. And look at bonds. They're already above yesterday's close. I want to see this on the SPY. See, I want to see how the SPY gap down, and now it's coming up. I want to see the SPY up here as well. That's really what I want to see today. IWM is not doing that bad. Same thing with IWM. We just kind of hovering around the 15-day. We don't want to break. We want the low. Here's what we want, folks. We want the overnight low on every indice to hold. And we want to see that over the next couple of hours. So far, I kind of like what I'm seeing. Actually not selling the government shutdown. No. And look at SMH. Look at SMH. It's looking nice. Look, we have the gap. We break down. Look at how far we are from the close. Not that bad. Not that bad. And I'll give you levels in a minute. Look, we weren't even able to break the 8-day EMA. This doesn't look bad at all, at all. Financials are not looking bad right now. Look, this is the gap, and look at where we are. We need to get right up here is what we need to do. I mean, we're not really looking all that bad right now. We're just kind of chopping around. Okay. Could be a sweet day, but you guys have everything we need. Now, let me give you intraday levels. I'm going to give you fresh intraday levels. I know you guys love those intraday levels, so I'll give you the intraday levels. Oh, how do I do it? How do I erase all? That's what I want to do. Yes, I want to erase all of them. Yes. So what? Oh, there we go. There, just erased all of it. Okay. Okay, good. Give you fresh levels. Fresh levels. Who doesn't like fresh levels? I get in trouble with my boss every day giving this to you because I'm late to work. So my boss is not happy. He mouths at me too much. Gives me a hard time. Okay, that looks pretty damn good right there. Okay. I'm sending this to you. I'm sending this to you right now. Hold on. It's coming your way. Drop shipment. Look at this there. All new. There you go. That's the SPY. Let's do the QQQ. Let's erase all. Okay, we erased everything. A little bit here. A little bit there. A little bit here. Okay. I'm sending this to you too. Hopefully you guys like these levels, and I'll do them on the bond market too in a second. There you go. There you go. That's QQQ. Let's now do SMH. Let me erase all. Okay. Start there. Start there. Little choppy night action there. Right there. That's pretty good right there. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to have too many levels. See, you came here today. I'm giving you fresh levels. Look at that. We got over 700 people here. Folks, if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up. One time. If you do it more than once, it erases your first one. SMH fresh levels for today. There you go. Oh yeah, the bond market. This will be good. This will be interesting. All right. And my suggestion would be for you guys to learn how to do these levels. I gave you a sheet. Go. Okay, let me draw this for you. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Folks, is it helpful? Let me ask you, is this helpful when I give you these levels? Do you guys use them, or am I just wasting my time every morning? I don't want to do it if you guys don't use these. TLT levels fresh for today. And let me do Russell 2000, okay? Why not, right? Erase all, erase. Okay. This. 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 Okay. Everybody says very helpful. Okay, good. Slightly. I also use volume profile. After I get to work, I put it on there. Multiple times per day. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys use these. All right. All right. Everybody likes them. All right. I'll keep giving them. All right. Let me put this for you, and then we'll get through the stocks for today. And we'll do another update. And folks, don't get so hot and heavy over this government shutdown. It doesn't have as much of an impact on the market as you may think. Russell 2000 fresh levels. There you go. There's levels for everything. Now let's go through our stocks that we like, okay? I'm going to give you shorts and I'm going to give you longs. And again, I think I gave you every level possible. DE, short side first. An Alpha Zone Pro, no, you don't need those levels. Keep them separately. You can put them in there. Yes, you can put them in there, but make sure you treat them less important. Don't treat them the same way as you treat the levels that are already in Alpha Zone Pro. Those are more important. These are minor levels. Those are major levels. Okay. You basically treat that like the 200-day moving average, and you treat this more like the 15-day EMA if you were looking at daily charts. Alan, that's a good question. Okay. All right. All right. DE to the short side, FSK to the short side. FSK, SPT. We were short Target yesterday. It was a bonus trade in the pit. I stopped us out because they had takeover news, and though that's completely unforeseeable. We can't do anything with that. That's the second time we get stopped out because of news. First it was Roblox, and now it's Target. News are when something is news, it changes the whole trajectory. MKTX, SPT, MKTX, CHH. Ooh, a lot of thumbs up. Thank you guys. And we're getting a lot of new people here. CHH, toast. If you don't listen to Clyde, you'll be toast. Your trading account will be toast. Play. Play. Got to get out of here. Going to be late to the office today. See how. Okay. Dave and Buster's. Let's look at our long side. IONS. IONS. Beautiful, beautiful chart. Look at this. Look how beautiful that chart is. KGC. It's a gold stock. Newmont Mining is fine, but just FYI, that's a beautiful right there. Stock. NVIDIA. NVIDIA's on my watch list. NVIDIA's on my watch list. I almost went long NVIDIA yesterday. Levi's. I actually have a little bit of Levi's in my personal account. Longer term swing. I like this stock. I have some of this in my retirement account. LRCX. I still like LRCX. I still like GLW. We got out of this yesterday because I didn't want to continue holding it into this with yesterday, but I still like GLW. Had a nice move yesterday. Some people took profit on this yesterday. Still looks pretty good around here. Not overextended. CN. My original target was 81.50 for a GLW. It went up to 82 yesterday. Sienna. RTX. Nice. Why you had Target as a put and TJ Maxx as a call? Well, that's a good question, Angie. Let me show you. TJ Maxx. Look at TJ Maxx chart. Which way is TJ Maxx moving? Now look at Target chart. The hell. That's why. One is going straight up. The other one is going straight down. Okay. Good for you guys. Good for you. I'm just being straight with you. I don't sugarcoat stuff. MNST to the upside, but hopefully that answers your question. Just wanted to explain it to you. We got out of it with a loss yesterday. Rip and dip. We got out of it with a loss yesterday. Monster looks good. It was a bonus trade. It was just a bonus trade that I wanted to give you guys, and it didn't work out so well. Usually my bonus trades work out fine, but again, I mean, cat. I gauge my performance after every 100 trades, not every trade. Beautiful. Look at Caterpillar, which is actually down today. This may be a good opportunity. I'm going to have to tell Matt about this. Folks, all right, let's now go back to our charts and let's go back to the market. Let's look at the bond market again. The bond market is holding on in this range really well right now. It's coming up. SPY has been coming up. If we can get above 663, if we can get above 664, basically 664, this level right here, we're going to be in the gap. What I want to see is I want us to trade above 664 today. The more we trade above 664, the better it'll be. We don't want to come back to the 15. We don't want to come back down here. We want to break this level today, okay? Keep an eye if we break this level. Send me a note if we break this level, okay? On QQQ, I like how we're near the high of the gap, not the bottom, but the high of the range. Look at the overnight range. We're all the way at the top. That's very positive. And bonds are breaking out. We want to be above 598.18, 598.18. We want to get above here. On SMH, we want to get above 325.21. I just gave you guys levels, key levels. I gave small caps today too. I gave all of that too. I gave small caps, I gave large caps, I gave medium caps, I gave all caps. This is positive. The key is for us to open and not come down here, but to trade here. If we trade here, we have a good chance of getting above yesterday's close. So far, SMH is looking good. Equal weighted indexes are not looking all that bad. I'm not seeing anything crazy. I'm not seeing anything nefarious. And I like what I'm seeing on the bond market so far. Hopefully we don't break down. If we start breaking down here, so will the stocks. Keep your eye on the bond market today and keep an eye on those levels that I just told you about. All right. I want to thank each and every one of you. Before I give you the opportunity to depart, here's the link for the VIP room where today I'm going to take apart and explain to you what each of those darn indicators does and why it's so valuable that I use. Okay. We're going to go deep today. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Please, 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 the more you attend the Cam and Gustavo show, the less questions you will have for me because if you are like everybody else, they would have already answered that question a million times. The key level today is 664. 664 on the SPY and 598.18 on the QQQ. You have those levels. You have everything we need. You don't want us to break this level right here. And I'll give you a full update of where we are between now and lunch at lunchtime during VIP room. All right. Ciao. Bye, guys. Thank you for, I think we might have broken our record for most attendees today. And it's just beginning, we're just first day of October. Thank you for making September an amazing month as well. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. I'll be around all day today. Okay, I'll be around all day. By the way, I am leaving tomorrow after VIP room, and I'll be going to South Miami. I need to visit my aunt. I need to help her with some stuff she's dealing with. So I'll be there till Monday. I'll be working. I'll be working the weekend, and I'll be working Monday morning. So you won't miss me at all here. I'll be here pretty much the whole time. The only time I won't be here is tomorrow after 1 o'clock. Between 1 and 4 I won't be here. Otherwise I'll be here the entire time. All right, so I'll see you guys later, and if you see me from a different office you'll understand why. And Jill, send us an update. I want to know how you're doing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a great day, everybody. Don't freak out. The market's not moving that bad right now. I would tell you the truth. I have no reason to lie to you. I'm not seeing anything nefarious, anything crazy, just a little pullback right now. All right. VIX, do we have any comments on VIX, Jeff? Let's see. Let's see if I have any comments on VIX. Let's see what the VIX is doing right now. VIX isn't really all that crazy. As long as VIX stays below this area, we should be okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything crazy. If we were above 18, I would say something, but not really. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Have a great day. I'll be around if you need anything. Bye, everybody. Feel better, Carlos. Bye, everybody. All right. That was a great session.